Congrats to the Oilers. McJesus and the Oilers. 4-1 gentlemen's sweep of the Kings, who we are fans of.
Yeah.
We enjoy the Kings organization and make it in the playoffs. They lose to the Edmonton Oilers with McJesus, who is one of the most magnetic players to ever step onto the ice. He's fast, he's quick, he dinks, he shoots, he does it all. I think he had more assists this particular series than he had ever had in the history of his playoff series runs. 12 points, I believe he had. He's a weapon. But the other game was a dogfight.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was on during primetime.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic news. Edmonton and L.A. was late. That one was late. I went to bed 3-2, and I think it was like midnight at that time. Tonight, I think Sixers-Knicks starts at like 9 p.m. or something.
Yep.
Yes,
These games are running real late, but they're running concurrent. It's like March Madness.
Yep.
That night's Stars game last night was fantastic. And to be 100% clear, the Vegas Golden Knights have been the nicest hockey program to us out of everybody in the NHL.
Sure.
We love the Vegas Golden Knights. They gave Ty Schmidt a Make-A-Wish night.
They did.
Super Bowl week when we were there, and obviously he is not, suffering from a terminally...
No terminal illnesses.
There it is. Fateful illness or anything. They just took care of us over there. We're thankful for it. They are in one right now with Texas hockey and this Dallas Stars. And the goalie for the Dallas Stars, this dude's name is the Otter.
Yeah.
Fans in the Dallas barn are wearing Otter masks.
Sweet.
This dude's standing on his head. There's the Otter mask from a fan in the stands. He had a stop of a breakaway in the third period late. Up one. Does a split stuff. See ya. Saves the win, saves the game. But this being on TV at the same time as the NBA games, I think has not been good for the NBA when it's 30, 40-point blowouts. And then you turn on the NHL and it's every game is tight and every game is high energy and the barns have been loud everywhere. It's been magnificent to watch these NHL playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, Gump and I both have skin in the game, so we're going to be watching it regardless. But you and Diggs both said, hey, I locked in on this game last night. It just, I don't know. I mean, there's something about these playoff games where I feel like every single time I watch them, I just get the skill in which these guys play with. Once you actually start to watch hockey a little bit more and you kind of understand the flow of the game and everything, it's just so much more impressive. And
I still think they need a little tail on the puck.
I
think they need a little blue tail on, not a big one. When Fox was doing it, and back in the day, it was too much. It was too Mickey Mouse.
Sure. Yeah.
Too video game. I enjoyed it because I was like a kid when it was happening. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But the hockey fans were all pissed off about it. This ain't a video game. This is real life. Stop doing it. If they had a little tail, I think, on the puck, it would help out a lot of the casual fans because a lot of times you get lost where the hell the puck is.
Right.
But if you're actually watching hockey, you're not supposed to just be watching the puck. You're also supposed to be watching people moving into the zone, where they're setting up for, what's happening, because it all moves so damn fast. So I think a little tail on the puck can make the viewing experience better. But even if you know jack shit about hockey, you can watch this be what for 3 periods, basically an hour and 45 minutes of your life every single day.
And I think the biggest difference between this and the NBA, it's obviously not like that in every NBA game, but a couple of these games, teams will get out to massive leads, and it's just the game is that doesn't happen in hockey. It was 2-2 at the end of the first period, but then it was just edge of your seat, pins and needles for the rest of the game. The Golden Knights had a bunch of chances. Otter obviously stood on his head, but it really did. It went down to a minute and a half left when Vegas pulled their goalie, and it was you actually have to. You're invested in the whole game because it's not just a blowout, and you can see how these guys put everything out there. And I feel in the NBA, in some of these games at least, it's we're midway through the second quarter, and it's all right, this game's over.
These playoffs have been different. I think if you have not watched hockey before, these playoffs have been a great introduction for a lot of people, and numbers are through the roof, Tone.
Yeah, I would say at this point in my life, I am strictly a playoff hockey guy.
Me too, by the way.
When I lived in Pittsburgh, all full-time hockey guy because it's on every night. It's on your local. It's on the local, so you're watching Pens pretty much every time they're on. But then once you move out here, and I've been here for 8 years now, it's hard.
Impossible to find these games.
Impossible. It's also because it's easy when the entire city around you that's all they're talking about and that's all they care about and it's at work and that's all you're talking about and stuff like that. Once you move out to a non-hockey city, it gets a little more difficult. But once playoff time comes on, boy, it's unbelievable. And both those games last night were unbelievable. The entire Toronto and Boston has been my favorite series
tonight.
Oh yeah.
Toronto and Boston.
Here we go.
Not AI. No. Not a photo. No.
None of that.
Real life. And is Toronto going to break the hearts of the Boston Bruins fans who thought they were just going to Marchand said this thing's over in 5. Well, guess what? We're into game 6 right now. And if this gets to 3-3, the Toronto Maple Leafs will have all a Big Mo on their side. Not only on the internet, which they have been loud.
Sure.
And pissed and not laughing.
What?
What's a joke? We don't know those. Okay? This is not time to laughy.
No.
That is not what we're here for. This is the NHL playoffs. If they get Big Mo and they make this a game oh, my God, con man.
Yeah.
But you're right, Tone. It's been high intensity, a lot of shit talk. Seems like there's a lot of personality, and the skills have been like McJesus. People say McJesus, the way he plays during the regular season. And for those that don't know, this is Connor McDavid. He's one of the greatest players of all time. He plays for the Edmonton Oilers. Where's that at? I think it's up left.
Good question.
Way up there.
I think it's way up left in Canada.
Like north of Montana.
He's been there for a while. He's been there for a long time. Always been electrifying. Must-watch television if he's on TV. But once again, he's not on TV much because, once again, he's top left Canada, way over there. But, like, everybody wondered, can this guy just not get it done in the playoffs? Is his style not the style that'll work in the playoffs? And it's like, this could be the year where McJesus goes bananas. So you got stars being born. You got people being introduced to not only the game but to these players. And all the games have lived up to the hype, seemingly. It's like, we got old school rivalries kicking back in with Toronto and Boston.
Exactly.
All things are turning up aces for the NHL.
Yeah, that's why I like the playoff layout. Obviously, it stinks for those top teams that want to play the worst teams, but because of the matchups like Bruins and Maple Leafs and even, Stars, Golden Knights, which is turning into a rivalry, like that is what has made the first round great. Now, if the Bruins lose tonight, it's going to be devastating, but let's never forget that the Maple Leafs were up 4-1 with 10 minutes left in a Game 7 against Boston. They still lost. So even there, you still have to have faith as a Bruins fan.
All right. Well, we'll continue to, chit-chat about it all. And